Well, it's almost New Year's, which means it's time for New Year's resolutions. I know a lot of us think they're silly or goofy or unnecessary. But it turns out that almost 50% of Americans, almost half of more than 300 million of us, make New Year's resolutions. And if more than half of us are doing it, if that many people are engaged in any practice, religious, secular, or anything else, it's worth paying attention to. Interestingly, although almost half of us make New Year's resolutions, only about 8% of us manage to keep the resolutions we make. By the way, the number one resolution, lose weight. Personally, it's one with which I can identify, and equally personally, one with which I don't get to find myself in the 8% of succeeders. In any event, the fact that so many do it and so few succeed maybe suggests that it's time to give up. To which I would say, absolutely not. There is no reason to give up on New Year's resolutions, and in fact, I think they're a very important practice for this time of year or for any time of year. Making resolutions is important because even if they're not kept, our willingness to verbalize, to resolve, and to share with others, if we're willing to do so, our hopes and our goals, that's how we really know what we want. We may not be able to get there, but it's very hard to get anywhere without first admitting that's where we want to go. So whether we succeed or we fail at keeping our resolutions, I would keep making them. Second of all, resolution making is actually a learnable technology. There are things we know that can help us to succeed if keeping them is actually important, and I think it is, especially if the resolutions involve enhancing our health and shaping our lives in more positive directions. And finally, let it be something that's easily measured. The truth is, those gold stars they gave us when we were 3 and 4 and 5 years old, they still work later in life. It may not be a gold star on a piece of paper, though you'd be surprised that too can help. But let it be progress that's measurable, because measurable progress against a goal that isn't all or nothing at all, and that is achievable even a little bit in the short term, that actually helps people move from the 8% who currently keep their resolutions to a much higher percentage. And of course, even more important than keeping the resolution is having a happier life and a better next year.